Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Stafford Speedway Shop Tours. I am your host, Darren Ayotte. To take a look at the number 81 of Todd Owen's shop. Todd, how's it going?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
appreciate the time.
Yeah, we got a lot going on in here, so lots to look at. Take a look around, see what you think.
Great. I'm ready to get started, man. I mean, I already see all these trophies up here on the wall.
Well, unlike Keith, where he said he used to win a lot, or he wins a lot, I used to win a lot back in the pro stock days. So I do have trophies from the early days. Trying to get back into where I was. Same size shop as Keith. I got a 40x60 here. Put up ourselves, and it's right in my backyard. So it's very nice. You get to come home and just go right out back and get working. Well, this is my SK Modified that we run at Stafford. It's one of the only home-built cars that run at the Speedway. We do our own fabrication work here in-house, which is unlike a lot of people. A lot of people get Detroit or CD cars. We do our own. It's kind of a I don't know if there's a reward in the work, but it's kind of neat to say that you built your own car. It's kind of ironic. Yeah. Of all the cars in the shop, the only one that's not going together is mine. That's about how far I've come. So apparently it's not very far.
That's pretty far. I
mean, it's not very far.
Now,
this car is pretty far. That one, not so much. But
well, the thing is, you're starting from scratch.
Okay?
There's a lot of guys that go from, say, maybe Troyer chassis.
Troyer chassis, or like this car is a CD car, chassis dynamics car. Yeah. So all the pieces are here for the car, pretty much. So as far as assembly-wise, it won't take that long. We still have 2 months to go, so I'm not really that worried about it yet. Call me in March, maybe I will be, but we'll get there. We actually install our own front clips here. It's actually a Spafco front clip. We buy the clip from them and then we weld it on here just because of time restraints, and it's a good quality piece. But everything else is built in-house. Every piece of tin on it, every Nerf bar. So it's a lot of work, but financially it saves you quite a bit of money, and it's just the fun of being out here, and I like to do it sometimes.
So with David Arute, who's got his car here in Todd Owen's shop, he's nice enough to work with him and learn a lot from him and his car. They have your brand new SK Light over here, the 75 for next year. What's the expectations like?
I'm excited for the new year. I mean, it's been a dream of mine to race the Modifieds and to step up at Stafford and race the SK Lights. It's gonna be awesome. I know we raced a few times last year, and I got used to the Modifieds. I had no idea the difference between what all the different parts are, but now we're getting better with it. We took apart the car over the winter and stripped it down to bare chassis and sent it out to powder coat. We got it back last Friday, and we're putting it back together now. Dropping the motor in tonight. That's the next step. Then we're getting ready to go. After the motor goes in, we'll be wiring it up. It only goes in one way. It takes a little bit to get it there, but it fits in one way. This motor plate lines up perfectly. It will bolt on, and we have all the different support brackets that go with it, and they fit in only one way, so it drops in fairly easily. We're doing it without the transmission, which makes it a lot easier. That's actually that's out at Magnus right now, getting redone. Missed a few shifts last year, so we got to work on that.
Absolutely. You don't want to have that happen on a late restart.
No, definitely not.
What exactly did you guys do in the off-season with this engine? Did you take a look at it, just make sure everything was working okay? Did you guys kind of just do some cleaning?
I mean, we just took a quick look at it. We think it's fine. We only raced a few races with it. Cleaned it up a little before we dropped it in. We mainly just focused on the chassis, redoing the whole thing, all the front end. Built a whole new body on it, which was pretty fun. Learned how to bend up some sheet metal.
Well, that's certainly the first time I've ever seen an engine go into a race car like that. That was pretty impressive. 75 car gonna be fast this year?
I'm hoping it'll be fast. I mean, we ended the year off pretty good at Stafford. It was my first time in SK Lights. Yeah, I ended up 9th, I think, but I was running up in 5th place with 5 to go. So I was really hyped up about that, and I think it's gonna be a great year. I know the track pretty well, so I've been there a long time, watched a lot of drivers come through the Modifieds, and I won't be scared to go to the outside. I'm excited for it.
Well, guys, I'm here with Bryan Narducci, who's going to be taking over for David Arute in the number 28 car in the limited late models. So, what are your expectations? Is this your first time in a limited late model?
Yeah, first time.
Yeah. So
first time in a stock car.
In a stock car.
hopefully to get a couple top 5s, Rookie of the Year. That would be a big goal.
So what kind of experience do you have driving race cars?
Just go-karts. That's it.
Just
Senior Outlaw, or Tiger B to Senior Outlaws over the past 6 years on the mini mile at Stafford.
What do you think has been helping you out a lot as like learning this car, learning how it runs, how it drives?
Well, David told me a bunch of stuff, and other people have chipped in and said this, and said what not to do and what to do. So hopefully you can learn from experience throughout the year, and should find out.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to seeing you out there, man, and best of luck this year.
Thank you.
Well, guys, I had a great time. I hope you enjoyed this in-depth tour of Todd Owen's shop here, the number 81 SK Modified and the number 75 of David Arute as well. Please be sure to visit the Stafford Speedway Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, or go to staffordspeedway.com.